Hello everyone. Yesterday we have discussed about style attribute along with some CSS properties like background color, font family, font size, text align, then font weight. So today let us discuss lang attribute and some other HTML tags. To start with, we will create new page. So go here and hover on the folder. So from here, click this icon, index2.html. So we have to write the page structure. So we already have here. So let us copy Control C and Control V. So now we have to close the body tag and then we have to close HTML tag. So this is our page structure of HTML. So now we'll discuss about lang attribute. So guys, a lang attribute means it is used to declare the language of the website. Okay. So it is for to declare the language of the websites. To assist browsers and search engines. Okay. So whenever we create a website, we have to declare the language for the website. Like we are creating in English, Hindi, or any other language, we have to declare. Okay. So how to create lang attribute? So lang attribute, we have to create inside the HTML start tag. So this is the HTML start tag, right? So here HTML space lang equal to. So here we have to define the language. So as of now, we are creating all these things in English, right? So we have to give here EN, first two letters of the language. Then we have to also declare the country. Suppose hyphen the country. For example, this is US. Okay. If it is UK English, we can give UK. So as of now, we'll give US. First two letters in the country code. Like if it is India, okay, we have to give IN. For example, this page we are creating with Hindi. So then we have to declare language as HI space India. So the country code of India is IN. First two letters of the country code. So now we have to declare like this, HI-IN. So depends on the language we create. We have to declare the language of the website using the lang attribute. Okay. So as of now, I'll change back to AN-US. Okay. So this is about lang attribute. So now we'll discuss the tooltip in HTML. HTML tooltip. So we'll discuss two things. What is the use of tooltip and how to create the tooltip. How to create the tooltip? Using title attribute. Inside the HTML start tag. Of course, always we create attribute inside the HTML start tag. So this is how to create the tooltip. Suppose you just give here title equal to language something, language of the website. Okay, so this is the tooltip. We already know this, right? We have discussed in image attributes and anchor attributes. As I said, this title attribute we can use for all the elements inside the body tag. Okay, and what is the use of this? So it defines some extra information about an element. Okay, so it gives extra information about the element. Okay, so guys, this is technically called as tooltip. Okay, using title, and we have to give any value. So whenever some user hovers an element, so whatever the we give inside the title attribute, we can see that value. For example, we'll save it and we'll run this page in our browser. So let us hover on it. So now you guys see here, we can see, right, language of the website. So that is basically a tooltip. So it is coming like a box, right? So it is tooltip. So guys, now we'll discuss break element. So what is the use of BR? Okay. So BR is used to break the line. So we can say it is used to break the line. For example, so we'll take any text. For example, I will take a paragraph. Okay, P. So here I'll give I am first line. So then I am second line. I am third line. I am fourth line. Okay. So now let us break this. Okay. So now just I'll give a space here. I am first line. After that, I'll enter here. After that, I will enter here. And now we will refresh the page. Okay. So now you guys see here, still we given the space. Okay. It is coming in the same line. Because by default, the browser will remove all the spaces and line breaks, okay, in any element. So for example, if you give more spaces also here, the browser will consider only one space, okay, and other spaces it won't consider. So now, if you want to break the line, so we can use BR tag, okay. So how to give the BR? Like this, BR. So BR is a self-closing tag. So no need to again open and close. Like an image tag, it is a self-closing tag. So we can just give break like this. Okay. So now we'll refresh the page. So let us refresh. So now you guys see here, here we got, I am first line, I am second line, I am third line, and I am fourth line. Okay. So guys, we'll do one thing. We'll increase the font size. Okay. See here, this is coming like very less size, right? So we'll increase the font size for all these elements. So as we discussed yesterday, to increase the font size, we can use font size property. Suppose now I have to increase for all the paragraphs. So what I have to do? I have to go for each and every paragraph and write style equal to font size. Okay. So whatever the number you want to give. So instead of giving for every paragraph, we can do one thing. So we can give for the body tag. So here body space style equal to font size colon. So we'll give around 20 px or we'll give 24 px. So whatever the font size we give for the body, okay, so that will be coming for all the paragraphs. Okay, headings it won't take, but all the paragraphs will take the body font size. Along with the paragraph, some other elements also will take the body font size, but we'll discuss in later when we discuss that elements, we'll discuss. So now we can refresh the page. So you guys see here, we got the bigger font for the paragraphs, okay, compared to before. Also, we'll do one thing. We will also change the font family. So yesterday we have discussed, right, how to add the font family. So first, if you want to embed from the Google Fonts, we can like embed like this. Okay, so then we have to add font family. So here we have already embedded the Roboto font. So we'll use the same font. So copy this font family and the value also we'll use for our body tag. Again, guys, if you give font family for the body, it will be coming for all the child elements. Okay, so here we have parent and child element concept. For example, you guys see here this H1 paragraph, H1 paragraph, H1 paragraph, all the elements are inside the body tag. Okay, so now body is a parent element. Okay, because it is having all other elements, and this all other elements are child elements for the body. Okay, so now let us see what is the parent element for the body. So we can say, right, HTML is the parent element. Okay, because body tag is inside the HTML element. So we can call for the body, HTML is a parent element. Okay, so head is opened here and closed. Okay, so again, for the head element, what is the parent element? So again, it is HTML. For all the elements, like for head and for body, parent element is HTML. Okay, so we should know this because we use these things when we develop the web page. So for example, for this paragraph, what is the parent element? So it is body. For the body, what is the parent element? So HTML. Okay, so don't think head is the parent element for the body. Head is already closed here. Okay, so for the body, HTML is the parent element. Okay, so now let us refresh the page. So now it is coming the by default font, like Times New Roman font is coming for all the elements. So now we have added Roboto font for the body tag. So now let us refresh. So guys, now you see here for all the elements, we got the Roboto font. So no need to give everywhere style equal to font family Roboto. Okay, so if we give for body, it will be applicable for all the child elements. Okay, so this is about like parent and child elements and BR tag. So now we'll discuss about pre-element. So what is the use of pre-element? So the text inside the pre-element is displayed as it is, including with the spaces and line breaks. Okay, so the text or the content inside the pre-element is displayed as it is, including line breaks and spaces. Okay, so for example, you give, so we'll give, suppose you want to display some poem, okay, or anything as it is, we can use the pre-element. I'll show you one code. For example, we'll go to Google and we'll search owl carousel. Okay, so this is basically a slider functionality we'll be discussing in the coming classes. Okay, so now I will show the code for this. So let us open this link. Let us go down. Okay, so nothing is here. So now we'll go to demos. Okay, so now click on anything, suppose basic. So let us scroll down. So now you guys see here, here we have some code. So they have displayed some code here, right? So how to display as it is like this? here you guys see breaks are there and spaces are there like this. Okay. So suppose if you copy this code and paste inside the paragraph tag. Okay. So how it will come? Let us refresh and check. So it is coming like this. Okay. So as we discussed, by default, the HTML will remove spaces and line breaks. Okay. But if you want to display these kind of things as it is, we have to use pre-element. So let us refresh. Okay. So now you guys see here, we got the code as it is. Okay. So whenever you are describing this kind of code, you are displaying in your web page, we have to also use the code tag. Okay. Code tag is for any code you want to display. So we can use this code tag. Okay. So it means the browser will be knowing that, okay, this is a code. It is not simply a text. Okay. So guys, this is the use of pre-element. So not only here, wherever you want, we can use. For example, paragraph. I am line 1. Okay. I am line 2. So now you can just give here, and we can also use pre-tag here. But pre-tag is mostly used in these kind of cases. Okay. So in these kind of cases, we can just give the BR tag. So now you guys see here, we got this line break also and the space also. Okay. So this is the use of pre-element. Now we have HR element. So HR means it is horizontal rule. Okay. So what is the use of it? It is used to insert horizontal line. Okay. Suppose you want to insert horizontal line somewhere. Okay. So we can use HR tag. Again, this is a self-closing element. So we can give like this HR like this. Okay. So what is the use of HR? Basically, suppose if there are multiple sections, for example, here we have multiple things, right? Suppose you wanted to give separately each one. So we can just insert the HR tag. So let us insert. Okay, first we'll insert, then we'll see the output. So here after this one, I will give HR. Okay. So then BR element is there. So then after this, I'll give HR. Okay. So then after this, pre-element is there, right? So after this, we'll give HR. So already is there. So now, if you want to create one more something, we can give HR here as well. To divide the sections, okay, we can use the HR tag. So now you guys see here, we got the horizontal line here and here, also here, okay, here also we got. So if you want, we can also insert after this lang attribute paragraph. So let us go to top and use here HR. So we'll refresh the page. So now you guys see here, we got. It is more clear compared to before. Okay. So it is separating the each and every heading. So in some kind of cases, wherever you want to insert horizontal line, we can use HR tag. Okay. So guys, now we will discuss about short quotations. So guys, if you want to create short quotations, okay, so we can use Q tag. So Q. So it is used to define short quotations. Okay. So let us refresh the page and we'll see how it works. So refresh. So we'll go down. So now you guys see here, wherever we used Q tag, we got the short quotations. Okay. So without image, if you want to insert short quotations, so then that cases we use the Q tag. So now let us assume, for example, in some cases where we have tooltip. So here we have tooltip, right? Title. So in somewhere in the value, if you want to give single quotes, okay, suppose I just wanted to put for the website word single quotes, okay, so I can directly insert the single quotes. We'll refresh the page now and we'll see how it comes. So we'll hover on this. So now here for the website word, we are getting the single quotes. So now if you want to insert the double quotes in between somewhere in the value, so what we have to do? Suppose now you wanted to add in place of single quotes, double quotes to this website word. Okay. So now you guys see here we are getting red. It means something syntax is wrong. So now what will be the output? We'll refresh and hover on the lang attribute. So now you guys see here, we can see language of the, okay, only till this much we can read. Whatever we have given double quotes website word, it is not showing there. Okay. So in these kind of cases, here for the attribute, instead of double quotes, we have to put single quotes. Okay. So then it will work. So make sure that in these kind of cases, you guys have to use single quotes for the attribute value. Okay. So now it is working. We are getting double quotes for the website. Okay, guys. So these are basically single quotes and double quotes in the HTML. Okay. So for attributes, we can also use single quotes. Not only here, anywhere you want to create attribute, instead of double quotes, we can also use single quotes. So now we'll discuss the address tag. So guys, address tag is used to add, like to display the address in your web page. Okay. Along with the address, we can also add the some contact information like email address, URL, phone number, and some social media icons inside the address tag. Okay. So for example, if there is some address, if you are just adding inside the paragraph tag, so how the browsers and search engine knows this is an address? Okay. For browsers, everything is a text. So that's why we have to make sure that, okay, for these kind of things, we have to add specific tags. For example, for the address, we can add the address tag. Okay. So it is for basically to assist browsers and search engines. Okay. So now we'll add any address. Let us go to A2nacademy.com and we'll go to contact us page. So here we have an address. So copy this address, Control C, and we'll paste here. Okay. So now let us refresh the page. So you guys see here, we got the address. So whenever we added in the address tag, by default, it is coming in the italics. Okay. That is the only difference. Like it will just come in the italics compared to like the visibility. Okay. So now along with the address, as I said, we can also add some contact information. Like for example, we can add the phone number. So 98, I'll just add some number 98 something. Okay. So, and also we can also add email ID. So connect at A2nacademy.com. Okay. So now let us refresh the page. So we are getting like this. So now here to break the line, we can use the BR tag. For example, after the address, we wanted to break the line. So use the BR tag. So like for here also, you can use the BR tag to break the line. Let us refresh the page. Let us go down. So now here we added address, phone number and email ID. So guys, if you might have observed somewhere for the phone number and email ID. Okay. So sometimes, suppose in some websites, there are some links. For example, click on this link. It is asking like pick an application. Okay. Suppose same thing, if you open this website in mobile and click on the phone number, it will directly go to the dial pad. No need to remember and type in the dial pad. Okay. Also, you guys see here, if you click on the email, okay, by directly it is going to email. Suppose if you might have configured any email account in your browser, so directly it will go to the compose mail. Okay. So you guys can try in the mobile. So if you might have configured like Gmail and all, so it will directly go to the Gmail. Okay. And to address will come this one. Okay. So just try with the mobile. Also, if you have configured any account in the laptop or desktops also, you can just check it. Okay. So now you guys see here how to give the link. So now we already know for giving links to any text, we have to use anchor tag. Okay. So let us give first anchor tag for both phone number and email ID. So here A space, we have to use href attribute, okay, to give the value. So now you guys, for example, how to give link the phone number. So we have to use TEL colon. So the number. So along with the country code, you guys can add. Okay. So we have to add the country code +91 followed by the phone number. Okay. So now you guys see here again for linking email ID, we have to use href attribute. So mail to colon. So the mail which you want to send. Okay. So that one you can copy and paste here. So remember, for linking the telephone number, we have to use TEL colon followed by number. Also for the linking email ID, we have to use inside the href attribute mail to colon this one. Okay. So this is how to link the phone number and email ID. So create the page and try to link phone number and email ID. Okay. So now you guys see here, we got the, as we discussed, whenever we give link to the anchor tag, we will get the text in blue color with the underline. So same here, we are getting email also blue color with the underline. Okay. So now you guys see. So this is like the use of address tag. You can also add some social media links like Facebook, like Instagram, YouTube, all those links we can add inside the address tag. So guys, now we will discuss cite tag. So what is the use of cite? Cite tag defines the title of a creative work. So it defines, I will take the H1 tag for cite heading and paragraph. It is used to describe the title of a creative work. Okay. For example, any movie will take. So for example, any book, C++. This is not simply a text, right? It is a book. Okay. It is some creative work. So you can give here C++ by author name. Okay. Any author name. So we can also like, for example, any movie, suppose RRR. Okay, so triple R by SS Rajamouli. So like this. So this is not simply a text. So this is something creative work, right? So in these kind of cases, we have to use cite tag. Okay. So let us refresh the page and see the output. See, in the output, there will be no difference. So the only wherever we added cite tag, it is coming in italics. But it is for the browsers to understand. It is not a simple text. It is creative work. Okay. So like whenever we are adding something creative in our web page, any title or book name, something, we have to add that inside the cite tag. Okay. So now we'll discuss about BDO. So BDO means bidirectional overwrite. So what is the use of BDO tag? It is used to change the current text direction. Okay. So by default, the text is coming from left to right. Suppose in some cases, suppose you are creating some websites where you want the text from right to left. So in that case, we can use BDO tag. So here I will use BDO. Okay. So I will give here the text from right to left. Okay. And we'll refresh the page. So now you guys see here, it is coming same, the text from right to left. It is coming left to right only, right? So now if you want to change the text direction, along with the BDO tag, we have to use dir attribute. dir equal to, dir means direction. Okay, so here we can mention LTR, like left to right. So that is the default value, right? Left to right. So if you want to change, we can make it right to left, RTL. Okay, so now let us refresh the page. You guys can see here, now the text is not coming in the left to right. So it is coming from the right to left. You can see na, THE, the text from right to left. Okay, so anywhere you want the text from right to left, we have to use BDO tag followed by dir attribute. Okay, so guys, these are some tags in HTML. These all tags we have to learn so that wherever it is required, when we are creating web page, we have to use it. Okay. So guys, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Also share with your friends and family. These videos are very helpful for the people who want to start their career in IT field. And the HTML is very basic technology every coder should know. Okay, so let us continue with some amazing topics in HTML in the coming sessions. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching.